Good day everyone. So for this video, we will continue answering the self-check of the module lesson 3. Okay, so last meeting we stopped with problem 6 and 7, no? Katong nagcomputa sa progress billings and construction in net of construction in progress under the percentage of completion and zero profit method. We've also computed for the gross profit under each of the method. Now, let's proceed to problem 8. Question, calculate the amount of gross profit to be reported for 2016 under percentage of completion method. So, take note class, na kani siya, di ba? Number of years, it took more than a year before nahuman ang project. So, unsa may tendency ani? The tendency is that, since di ba, we are to recognize our gross profit and then dili ang tibuok cost nato actual cost, because ang ato arang actual cost is katong cost to date, but for the future cost we only estimated it. So the tendency is that probably the estimate that we did in 1 year might not already be the estimate sa another year, or the estimate in 1 year in a year pag-abot sa next year na ani actual cost nagyapoy possibility nga dili sila magkapareho. Now, since there is a possibility nga dili sila magkapareho, so there will be changes as to our gross profit. Now, what is the treatment pag naay changes? So, the treatment would be to recognize it prospectively. No? Intermediate Accounting 3, prospective application. Unsa gali na siya? Change in accounting estimate. Now, since that is only a change in accounting estimate, let's say for example, 2015 na kay na-recognize ng gross profit. Pagka 2016 na ada changes sa estimate sa imuhang total estimated cost. So, what are you going to do? Will you change the 2015? Will you change the 2015 retained earnings? No, because a change in accounting estimate must be applied prospectively. Meaning, bahala na tong na-recognize sa 2015, whenever there are adjustments, we will effect it starting from the year 2016. Okay? For this problem, Rainbow Incorporation, a construction company, has a 8 million contract that was started in 2015. The following information is provided for the construction activities. We have the actual cost incurred to date and the estimated cost to complete at year end. So, let's start. First, we have the contract price. Diba? Then, sa gisunod ani, we are going to add the cost, okay, actual cost incurred to date. So, take note ha, to date siya. So, dapat cumulative. Meaning, kung sa first year, mao ni ang cost, pag-abot sa second year, it will already be the total of the first year and the second year. Pag-abot sa third year, from the first year, second year, and third year. So, take note plus, dili ta ng problems maghatag og actual cost incurred to date. There are problems that will give us the cost per year. So, in that case, kinahanglan pa natong i-add para makuha ang cost incurred to date. For this problem, walay problema kay naka-cumulative na siya daan. Okay? Actual cost incurred to date, and then we will add then the estimated cost to complete. And then, you can then get the total estimated costs. Okay? So, let's start first with 2015. Okay, so di ba na ay contract price nga 8 million. The actual cost incurred to date amounts to 1,024,000. The estimated cost to complete is 4,096,000. Okay, so how much is the total estimated cost? So, we have 1,024,000 plus 4,096,000, that is 5,120,000. From that, we can compute the expected gross profit. Now, 8 million contract price minus total estimated cost, that is 2,880,000. Now, take note, since wala pa man tanahuman, we are going to get the percentage of completion to compute for the gross profit that is to be recognized. So how do we get the percentage of completion? Actual cost divided by total estimated cost. Now for the actual cost, we have 20%. So after that, makompute na dayon nato ang gross profit earned to date. For the gross profit earned to date, expected gross profit times POC, that is 576,000. Take note, we are going to deduct those gross profit that was recognized in the prior periods. But in this case, since first year pa man ta, so wala pa gross profit recognized in the prior period. So, we will deduct that one for us to get the gross profit to be recognized during the year. Okay, gross profit to be recognized during the year. So, gross profit earned to date minus those that are recognized in the prior years equals the gross profit to be recognized during the year. In this case, that is 576,000. Now, the question for the problem is for the 2016, no? So, pangitaon sa nato ang 2016. Let's go to 2016. The contract price is still 8 million. While the actual cost incurred to date is 3,993,600. And then the estimated cost to complete is 2,246,400. Okay, the next step is to compute for the total estimated cost and then the expected gross profit. That is 8 million minus 6,240,000. We have 1,760,000. And then get the percentage of completion. So, actual cost divided by the total estimated cost. For the percentage of completion, that is now 64%. So, 1,760 times 64%, we can get 1,126,400. Now, take note nga, diba, kaning 1,126,400, since this is based on amounts that are cumulative, meaning, cumulative na pud ni nga amount. Cumulative na ni siya nga gross profit. This is already the gross profit that was earned for both the 2015 and 2016. Now, since naa naman tayo recognize atong 2015, so we are then to deduct those that were recognized in the prior period. So, 1,126,000 minus 576, we can get 550,400 as the gross profit to be recognized during the year 2016. Okay, so that is a change in accounting estimate. As you can see, before, the total estimated cost was 5,120,000. That gives us a profit of 2,800,000. Karon, 6,240,000 man di ang estimate. That will give us the profit of 1,760,000. But take note, dili na nato i-change kung unsa ato na estimate last year. Okay? So, kung unsa manggali ato ang makuha dire, just follow the procedure and then you deduct whatever you recognized last year and then you can get the amount that is to be recognized for this year. Okay? So, class, although wala gipangayo ang 2017, to complete our table, ato na nang pong i-compute ang 2017. So, for 2017, the contract price is still 8 million. Okay, ako sa i-change ang format ha. Okay, contract price is 8 million. Well, the actual cost incurred to date is 6,473,600. Now, class, take note that 2017 is already the last year. So, humana na diri nga time ang ato ang project. So, there is no more estimated cost to complete. So, that means the total estimated cost is now equal to the actual cost incurred. Kay, mo naman dyan siya in total ang ato ang costs. Now, for the gross profit, actually, dili na siya expected, no? But actual gross profit. Pero, never mind na lang ang label. The actual gross profit is really 1,526,400. Now, if you're going to compute the percentage of completion, of course, it will give 100%. Kay humana naman. And then, how much is the gross profit earned to date? That is 1,526,400. 400. The 100%, and then you are going to deduct those gross profit that was recognized during the prior year. So class, to get this portion, pwede i-add din mo silang duha, but you can also use directly the 1,126,400 because that is already the cumulative amount. So, minus 1,126,400. For 2017, the amount that we will recognize as gross profit is 400,000. Okay? 400,000. The answer for problem 8 is letter B, 550, 400. So, dapat ha, you should know, diri ang gipangutana because as you can see, halos tanan diri naa sa ato ang table. For the 1,126,400, mo ato nakuha sa 2016, but that was already the cumulative amount. For the 576,000 mo na ato ang nakuha sa 2015. Ang 480 wala ra pud ni siya ning gawa. So basin kung dili mo kabalo mag-identify diri sa ato ang table ang gipangutana sa question, then mamali ra gihapon mo. And although you presented to me the right table, the right format, pero inyong gi-answer kay ang 576,000, so of course you will be wrong. Okay? Mali. Now next, let's proceed to problem 9. Question: compute the percentage completed in 2014 on the SM Shopping Mall. Okay. Percentage completed in 2014. Strong Construction uses the percentage of completion method in recognizing income. In 2014, Strong was engaged by SM on a fixed price contract to build a 3-story shopping mall. On January 1, 2016, a fire damaged the accounting records of Strong Constructions. The president of the company has contracted you to reconstruct the contract information. The following data were taken from the salvage files. So these are the architect's estimate total cost of completion, cost incurred, percentage of completion, and income recognized to date. The question is, pila daw ang percentage completed sa 2014. So what happened here is that naanong tatay records, but the building was damaged by fire, no? So nawala tong record. So we're going to work back everything to get the percentage of completion. So this is just like auditing problem, no? Ingani ang ginabuhat sa auditing problem. Usually, nangawala ang mga files and then we are going to trace it back to complete the data. But actually, class, this problem is really not that complex, no? Dili na kayo ni siya complex. So, even though dili ta magbuhat og table, makuha na dayon nato diretso ang answer, no? Ngano kaha? Because pangutana na percentage completed. How do we compute the percentage of completion during 2014? That is the actual cost divided by the total estimated cost. As you can see, naan naman di ay given naman din na, no? That is 1,500,000 cost. Then ang total is total nilang duha. So pila may total ani 9 million. So 1.5 divided by 9 million, makuha na dayon nimo ang answer, no? In which dili ko ganahan ani nga problem. Okay? Because gisayang lang jud ang ubang data. But para mas challenging, ato ang i-fill in tanang data nga nawala. Okay? And also para ma-practice pud mo, because naa sa exam ani you're going to trace it back, okay? Then, mas complicated siyang problem. Okay? So, Strong Construction uses the percentage of completion method in recognizing income. In 2014, Strong was engaged by SM on a fixed price contract to build a 3-story shopping mall. On January 1, 2016, a fire damaged the accounting records of Strong Constructions. The president of the company has contracted you to reconstruct the contract information. The following data were taken from the salvage files. So, let's start first with the contract price. Okay, but before ako asang i-present sa inyo katong unsaon tong dali ra siya pag-solve, diba? So, we have the actual cost incurred to date and then the estimated cost to complete. From that, we can get the total estimated cost. total estimated cost. And then after that, the expected gross profit. Okay, expected gross profit. And then we will get the percentage of completion. So, kanilang sa, no? How do we get the percentage of completion during the year 2014? Okay, how do we get that? Diba? Actual cost, 1,500,000 and then divided by total estimated cost. Now, naa naman tayo estimated out. So, dili din ni siya estimated cost to complete ba total cost of completion. So, the total estimated cost of completion is already 7,500,000. So, from that, we can already get the percentage of completion, 1,500,000 divided by 7,500,000. That is 20%. So, you can then get letter C, 20%. No? So, dali ra kay ni siya nga problem. In which, wala niya na kuanday unta ako ang gustong mahitabo, no? Kay dapat mas maayo man gud to nga kanang like we are going to look for a data nga magamit jud ang tanang years, no? 2014 and 2015. So, to make this problem more challenging, atuan na lang siyang i-fill in tanang missing data. Okay? So, naanatay kani, and then we have income recognized to date. So, diba, after we can compute the percentage of completion, makuha na nato ang gross profit earned to date. And then, the gross profit recognized in the prior periods. And then, the gross profit to be recognized during the year. Okay. So, since na may income recognized to date, so unsa man ang to date, diri, no? 500,000. Next, for 2015, architect's estimated total cost of completion, we have 8 million. And then, na ay percentage of completion nga, 60%. Next is, na ay income recognized to date nga, 1,200,000. Okay, so pwede hang ako ipangutana sa exam is either sa mga missing fields. So usually class, usual manggod nga pangutana ana kay ang nawala na sa 2014. Now to get the 2014, you are to start first with the 2015. Okay? Kuan man ni siya workbook. So usually magsugod jud siya sa last. So mo na usually ang mahitabo sa problem, or pwede po 3 years ni sila 2014 to 2016. So you will start with 2016 and then pabalik ka dito sa 2014. Okay, so I hope you can see a problem nga ing ana, no? Kay para ma-master mo on how to work it back. So this is just like auditing problems, no? Working back and filling in the missing data. Okay? So, ito nang i-compute, no? So, unako na to diri sa pinakatumoy. Now, since we have already the gross profit earned to date, pila man ang gross profit in the prior periods? Diba, maumaning 500,000. And then, the one that we will recognize for this year is 700,000. Okay, so pabalik ta. So, if 1,200,000 is the 60%, so pila man ang expected gross profit? Then, ato ang i-divide. 1,200,000 divided by 60%, that is 2 million pesos. So, meaning, if the expected gross profit is 2 million and the total estimated cost is 8 million, then that means the contract price is 10 million pesos. Okay, para 10 million minus 8 million, that is 2 million. So, pila ka atong actual cost? No, diba? Ang actual cost, diri man nagikan ang percentage of completion. Now, if the percentage of completion is 60%, then that means the actual cost is 60% of the total estimated cost. So, therefore, the estimated cost to complete is the difference between the total estimated cost and the actual cost, that is 3,200,000. So, kompleto na atong 2015. Anhin na punta sa 2014. For the 2014, since this is still the first year, so there is no recognized in the prior years yet. Okay, so therefore, the gross profit to be recognized this year is the amount 500,000 ng gihapon. Pabalik ta. How much is the expected gross profit? That is the gross profit earned to date divided by the percentage of completion. So, actually, naanatay contract price, di ba, nga 10 million. But, di ba, as I've said, atong contract price, pwede na siya mag-change year by year, no? So, kung wala po indication nga na ay changes, then automatically, that is 10 million. Pero pag then mas sure nga instead nga gikumpira nato sa 2015, ato siyang i-compute using this formula. Total estimated cost plus the expected gross profit, and that is still 10 million. And then finally, we can compute the estimated cost to complete, which is 6 million pesos. Okay, so diba, mas challenging if tanan ato ang i-fill in. Unlike sa gihatag, gipangayo sa problem nga kanilang percentage completed. Maybe this problem is mas nice ni siya if I added more questions that will ask the other data for this problem. Okay, so you just practice. So class, kung mag-study gani mo, so do not barehani ayaw mo kanang stop na lang sa unsang gipangayo, no? So you try to fill in everything. Gawas na lang kung exam kay dinalian man ng exam, no? So kato lang ganiha mao lang to inyong isolve kung saan gipangayo. Pero kung mag-study mo, so make use of a particular problem nga bahalag isa ra na ka problem, isa ra na ka question, but you will learn a lot. Okay, so that is for problem 9. Let's proceed to problem 10. Okay, so best ever construction. The construction accounts are amounts to date. What is the gross profit recognized from this long-term contract? Best Ever Construction Incorporation recognizes construction revenue and costs using the percentage of completion method. During 2016, a single long-term project was begun which continued through 2016. Information of the project follows. So we have the accounts receivable, the incurred cost, and then the construction in progress and the billings on contract. So ang gipangutana, pila daw ang gross profit recognized from this long-term contract. Now, since we are using the percentage of completion, so that means that our construction in progress here constitutes or composes both the cost and the gross profit. Unlike kung zero profit method ni ato ang CIP only compose of the cost incurred. Kaya wala may profit ang CIP. Pero kani, kay percentage of completion man, so naatay profit or loss. Okay? So, how do we get the gross profit recognized for each year? Okay, so since naman tayo construction in progress, okay, ako mutangan ng years, 2015 and 2016, na natay construction in progress, diba? Gipangita ang gross profit. So, why construction in progress? Kay siya man among the other data here, siya man ang pwede makahatag nato sa gross profit. So, construction in progress for 2015 is 427,000, while ang 2016, 1,274,000. And then, the cost incurred. Plus, take note that the construction account is the amount to date. Okay? So, kay amount to date man na, dapat, ang ato apong kwaon nga cost incurred should also be the amount to date. Okay? So, since ang hatag diri incurred cost, 2016, 2015, 2016, no? So, that means, is this, okay, I guess this is to date lang gihapon, kaya nagkadako man din siya. So, this is also to date. So, that is 367,500 and 672,000. So, make sure ha, nga kung ibangga gali nimo ang duha ka data, so dapat same sila. Kung to date ang isa, to date pud ang isa. So, how much is the gross profit? So, for the gross profit, kay to date man yung CIP o cost incurred, so dapat, Ay, so kaning gross profit nga makuha nato, this is also an amount to date. So, how much is the gross profit to date? We have 59,500 and 602,000. So, if that is the gross profit earned to date, to get the one that is recognized during the year, ato ang i-minus ang prior periods. For 2015, wala pa. But for 2016, out of this 602,000, na-include na dira ang 59,500. So, pila ang i-recognize during the year? We have 59,500 and 500. Oy, namali. 542,500. So, since na ay problema, maybe, okay, so maybe there are amounts nga supposedly dili siguro siya to date, no? So try nato ni sa cost since naglibog man gud taganiha whether this is to date or per year. So if I'm going to add here the amount of 367,500. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so sakto dai no. This is an amount. I thought that this is to date because nagkadako man gud ihang amount, but it's not the I. As you can see, ang gibutang raman gud jud kay incurred cost. So incurred cost 2015 and incurred cost 2016. So that means the incurred cost during the year. Okay? During the year. So that means to get the 2016, we did not only consider the 672,000, but we added the 367,500. So these are then the gross profit earned to date. We have 59,500 and 234,500. And then, you minus ang 59,500 sa 2016 to get the gross profit to be recognized during the year. Okay, so for the answer, we have 2015, 59,500 and 2016, 175,000. That is letter D. Okay, and then problem 11. Okay, this is problem 11 to 16. Okay, so there are a lot of questions. Tama na data. How many taman? Okay, tama na 17 to 18. Okay, let's answer 11 to 16. There are quite a lot of questions. Pila daw ang na-collect sa 2014? Pila daw ang initial estimated gross profit, the percentage of completion, the gross profit, the recognized revenue to date, and the recognized revenue in 2014. Okay. PJD Construction Corporation began construction work under a 3-year contract. The contract price was 4 million. PJD uses the percentage of completion method for financial accounting purposes. The income to be estimated cost for completing the contract. The financial statement presentation relating to this contract on December 31, 2014 was as follows. So we have the accounts receivable. This is the balance sheet. So naay accounts receivable, then the CIP minus contract billings, and then the excess. Okay? Excess. 14 million. Next, we have the gross profit of 72,800 in our income statement. Question first, how much was collected in 2014 on this contract? Okay, pila daw ang na-collect ani nga contract? So, since mo pa ni siya ang beginning, no, mo pa ni siya ang first year, so pila ka ang na-collect na to? Diba class, kung maningil ta, we will debit accounts receivable and credit contract billings. Kay kanata na natong gipaningil na siya sa contract billings. Well, kung mabayad na si customer, debit, cash, credit, accounts receivable. So, ang gipangutana, pila daw ang na-collect during 2014. So, unsa man ang basihan na to ani? That would be based kung pila nga to ang gipaningil versus pila na lang ang nabilin sa accounts receivable. Now, since the contract billings here is 246,000 and the accounts receivable ang nabili na lang sa accounts receivable is 86,000. So, pila ang ato ang collections? For our collections, we have 246 minus 86,000, that is 160,000. Okay? That is number 11. Next, what was the initial estimated gross profit before tax on this contract? Okay. Estimated gross profit before tax on this contract. Wait lang ha, kay taon na to sa paningubang gipangutana. This is the initial estimated gross profit, then naapoy recognized revenue. Okay, so this means mao ni siya katong expected gross profit nato. Okay, katong contract price minus total estimated cost. Pila ka ato ang expected gross profit ani? Okay, for the expected gross profit, that would be contract price minus the total estimated cost. But as you can see, wala man gihatag no kung pila. Ana day contract price and then total estimated cost. Dili pa nato ma-identify dayon. So what are we going to do here, class? Is that ato na ni siyang i-plot ang ato ang kaning complete nga table. Okay, ato ni siyang i-plot. Okay, para i-fill in lang nato kung sa to ang gipangita. So, for the contract price, that is 4 million pesos. Okay. So, pila kaha ang ato ang actual cost. No, di ba na may gihatag nga construction in progress? Di ba sa construction in progress, naaman dira both ang actual cost and gross profit. Now, since the construction is in progress is 260,000, pila ka atong gross profit? Diba, the gross profit recognized was 72,800. So, diri na siya, 72,800. Now, if the CIP is 260, the gross profit is 72,800. So, that means our actual cost is 260 minus 72,800, that is 187,200. Okay? So, next, unsa may next, ani? Kaya atoan niyo siyang ipabali. So, the gross profit earned to date is still 72,800 kay first year pamanta, no? So, pila kaha ato ang percentage of completion. So, di ba class, if you can still remember, ang percentage, ang kaning CIP, no? Ang sulod ani actual cost of gross profit. Di ba? Ang actual cost, mo niyang gibasihan sa percentage of completion. Ang gross profit, gi-compute po ni siya based on the percentage of completion. So, that means, the CIP is also based on the percentage of completion. Now, how man siya i-multiply? Contract price multiplied by the construction in progress, contract price multiplied by the percentage of completion, you can get the construction in progress. So, that means, given the contract price and the construction in progress, makuha na to ang percentage of completion. So, 260,000 divided by 4 million, the percentage of completion is 6.5%. Okay? 6.5%. So, naana po na siya sa number 13, oh. Tana ko diri number 13, 6.5%. So, ang ipangayo man sa number 12 is the expected gross profit. Ato na lang siyang i-work back. So, 72,800 divided by 6.5%. So, that is 1,120,000 for number 12. And for number 13, what is the percentage of completion for the year ended? That is 6.5%. Okay? 6.5%. Next, what is the gross profit rate on the contract? Okay, gross profit rate. When you say gross profit rate, di ba the that is the gross profit divided by the selling price. So, giyon sa ng gross profit, selling price minus cost. So, unsa kay gross profit rate ating contract? So, that would be based on the expected gross profit and the ibangga siya sa contract price. So, if the expected gross profit is 1,120,000, the contract price is 4 million, pila ato ang gross profit rate. For number 14, expected gross profit divided by the contract price. Okay, so how much is our gross profit rate? So that is 1,120,000 divided by 4 million. Okay, we have 28%. Okay, 28% for number 14. That is letter B. Pero actually, pwede na po diri na, diretso na. We have 1,120 divided by 4 million. Okay, we have 28%. Okay, this is the gross profit rate. And then, next, number 15. What is the recognized revenue to date at the end of 2014? Okay, recognized revenue to date, kato nang nakuha na to ganiha nga, 72,800. And then lastly, pila daw ang recognized revenue? This is number 15. And lastly, pila daw ang recognized revenue? Dali lang ha. Pila daw ang recognized revenue in 2014? Actually, given naman na siya sa data. No? Naan naman na siya diri. Revenue recognized, 72,800. So, number 15, 72,800. So, you can actually answer everything in just one table. Okay? So, including number 14. So, ako yung butang diri ha. Number 14. GPR 28%. Okay, and then number 16. Ay, sorry. Okay na di ay. Namali di ang numbering. Number 15, then number 16. Okay, so that is all for problems 11 to 16. Now, let's proceed to the last problem. Problem 17 to 18. Problem 17 to 18. What is the net income for 2015 using the POC and CIP net of contract billings based on percentage of completion and zero profit? Okay. On January 15, 2014, Skullface Incorporation won a bidding to build an athletic stadium. The project was to be built at a total cost of $8,250,000 and was scheduled for completion by September 1, 2016. A penalty clause of the contract stated that Skullface Incorporation was to deduct $22,500. Okay, so 'di ba? The total cost is $8,250,000 and then there is a penalty clause stated that Skullface was to deduct $22,500 from the $9,900,000 bid price. The contract price is $9,100,000 and then na penalty nga $22,500, madidak na siya. Okay, if ever the completion was delayed. Now, completion was delayed 6 weeks. Okay, na-delay siya 6 weeks and data for the 3-year construction period follows. Okay, so pila ang okay. So I guess this is another pangit nga problem, I guess. Because the questions are 2015, mas maayon tatog tanan nga ko ano to take effect, para ma-take effect na to ang penalty clause. Okay, but anyways, let's answer the problem. What is the net income for the year 2015 using the percentage of completion method? Okay, kopyahan na lang na ako ang so this is 3 years. So class, this is a tip ha kanang what if ang akong ihatag na problem is daghan kay nga years. Let's say ako ang ihatag is kaniha kadali lang. Diba? If you are to solve, manguna man ka sa first year, then second year, then third year. Na class, what if daghan kay nga number of years? Let's say ang naa sa problem is 5 years. And then you're going to compute for 2017. So, di ba, daghan pa kay kag-agian. You start with 2014, 2015, 2016. And then mag-compute kag 2017. Now, what if 10 years? Unsaon man na ninyo, no? Pwede nga, compute niyo na daan tanan. Compute niyo na sugod sa sugod. Pero, ingani ha, if ever ang ipangayo, let's say ako, daghan kay nino, niya akong ipangayo kay Diri Jude sa 2020. Diri Jude sa 2019 para layo-layo. So the tip there is that you do not, if 2019 lang Jude mismo ang ipangayo, you do not need to compute for 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. Kung ang ipangayo is 2019, you just compute for the 2018 and 2019 or the year and then unsa iyang previous year. Kaya nga naman, in getting the gross profit for the year 2019, we will need the gross profit earned in the prior years. Now, take note nga, di ba? If you're gonna compute 2018, makuha naman niya ang gross profit earned to date. So, that means, ang makuha niya ang gross profit earned to date, muna to ang total from 2014 to 2016. So, parehaan eh. May sample na to dire. Parehaan eh. Gross profit earned in the prior year, di ba? Ang previous year naman ang atong gikanahanglan. So, in that case, you don't need to compute everything. Okay? Just the particular year, magipangayo sa problem, and its prior year. Okay? Kana lang inyohang kwaon. Okay? So, let's proceed. Net income for the year 2015. Okay. So, we have una ta sa 2014 ha, then 2015. Okay, taman pa din siya 2016. So, the contract price is 9,900,000. Cost incurred each year. Take note, each year man eh. So, ang may tabuan ni is, ato pa ni siyang ipang-add. So, let's start first with 2,673,000. Okay, that is the actual cost. Well, the estimated cost to complete is 5,427,000. Then, you add the two to get the total estimated cost. So, the expected gross profit is 1,800,000. So, ang nabilin, contract billings, cash collections, and operating expenses. Let's compute for the percentage of completion. That is 33%. So, how much is the gross profit earned to date? 1,800,000 times 33%, that is 594. First year pa, so wala pa prior period. Therefore, the gross profit to be recognized during the year is 594,000. But that is not the question. The question is on the year 2015. So, in the year 2015, contract price is the same, 9,900,000. But the actual cost is now 2,475. 3,102,000. Pero, for 2015 na. So, dapat to date man, so we will add that 2014. And then, the estimated cost to complete is 2,475. Okay? So, pila man ang ato ang total estimated cost? That is 8,250,000. For the expected gross profit, 9,900,000 minus 8,250,000, that is 1,650,000. Percentage of completion, actual cost divided by total estimated cost, that is 70%. So how much is the gross profit earned to date? 1,650,000 times 70%, that is 1,055,000. Gross profit recognized in the prior years, 594,000. So pila ang ma-recognize this year? 561,000. But the question is, what is the net income? Not the gross profit. Gross profit pa man ni class. Wala pa tayong net income. How do we get the net income? Diba? In your income statement, gross profit minus operating expenses, that is the net income. So, ito pa di minus ang operating expenses. The operating expenses is 150 for 2014 and 135 for 2015. So, how much is the net income? For 2015, we have 426,000. Okay, the next question is, what is the balance of the CIP account net of contract billings as of December 31, 2015? So, for the CIP, so diba that is simply the actual cost incurred to date plus the gross profit earned to date. Okay? Gross profit earned to date. So, that is 6,930,000. And then we have the contract billings or progress billings. The progress billings here in 2015 is 2,850,000. So, diba, ang CIP kanang cumulative man. So, dapat ang contract billings cumulative po. I-take note, liability ni siya. Basta biya na sa balance sheet, cumulative ang amount. So, for 2015, we have 1,800,000 nga gikan sa 2014 plus gikan sa 2015 nga 2,850,000. Okay, so under the percentage of completion method, 6,930,000 and 4,650,000, the excess is 2,280,000. Okay, now naapay, ipangayo ang zero profit method. So, under the zero profit method, we only have revenue and then cost and then the gross profit. No, diba? Under the zero profit method, kung pila ang imuhang cost karon nga year, maapod ang imuhang revenue. So, during 2014, the cost is 5 million for 20 that is 2,673,000. 2015, that is 3,102,000. Maapod na ang ato ang revenue. Okay, for us to get a zero profit. So, unsa man ang ato ang construction in progress ani? Since wala man ay profit, so, cost plus profit, that is still 2,673. Nya pagabot sa 2015, dapat cumulative na. So, 2,673 plus katong karon cost and gross profit. So, meaning, cost karon og atong niagi. Okay, so this is the construction in progress. Minus the contract billing. So, for the contract billing, same nang gihapon, minus 4,650,000. Okay, so how much is the excess? We have 5,775 minus 4,650, that is 1,125,000. For number 18, the answer is letter A. Letter A. Okay, 2280 and 1125. This is number 80. So, class, as you can see, wala pa mga fill-in tanang table, no? Pero para mas daghan po tagma-learn, no, sa atong discussion, we will fill in everything in the table. Okay, for 2014, the net income is 444,444,000. For 2016, plus take note, na ay penalty clause nga 22,500 if ever ma-delay. Nya ka na-delay man daw. So, we will deduct 22,500. So, 9,900,000 minus 22,500. Mao na niya to ang bago nga contract price. For the actual cost, dapat cumulative lang gihapon. So, we have 2,475,000 plus katong last year nga 5,775. Then wala na yung estimated cost to complete because this is already the last year. So, the total estimated cost is still 8,250,000, but the expected gross profit is now 1,627,500. Take note ha, nakuhaan lang ato ang contract price because of the penalty. For the percentage of completion, kay humana naman, so 100%. So the gross profit earned to date is 1,627,500 times 100%, that is the same. So what is the gross profit recognized in the prior period? Kaning earned to date ato ang gamitin. So that is 1,155,000. Gross profit to be recognized during the year, that is 472,500, and then the operating expense nga given is 105,000. So our net income for 2016 is 367,500. Ito ang kompletuhan ng CIP o contract billings. For 2014, the CIP is actual cost plus cost incurred plus gross profit earned to date. And then for 2016, still the accumulated cost plus the gross profit earned to date. And then contract billings for 2014, that is 1,800,000. Okay? So pila kaha ang 2016 class since question mark man na dira oh. So sa 2016, the contract billings ang pagkalas magod classings billings man ni diba? So dapat mo total ni siya sa contract price kay paningnan mo ang contract price man atong gipaningil. So pila man ang contract price? Di ba the contract price is 9,877,500 minus katong natingil na nato nga 1,800,000 and 2,850,000, which is natay accumulated nga 4,650,000. Okay, so dapat ang kolektahonon karon nga year is 5,277,500. Pero take note ha, since cumulative man dapat, so pila man. Karon nga year 5,227,500, last 2 years 4,650. So dapat at the end our contract billings is now 9,877,500. Okay, so dapat ha, dire ang mahitabo dire sa ato ang 2016, question mark man na siya. So, diri na tong 5,277,500. And then, the cumulative amount is 9,877,500. So, as you can see, class, sa last year, basta makomplete na gali ang project, equal na ang CIP and contract billings. And that is the time na i-close na nato silang duha. Mao na nga, in every problem, mahimo na dyan ni silang zero. Okay, mahimo na ning zero. So, dili ang excess, kung dili, kay close naman na. Kung mangutana gali pila ang CIP sa 2016, pila ang CIP, ang contract billing sa 2016, zero na dapat. Okay, zero na, kay i-close naman na siya, no? So, zero na dapat. Unless na lang wala pag i-close, unless na lang ang gipangutana is before closing. And then, for the gross profit method, kani, gross profit method, since last year naman taron, so, the cost here should be 2,475,000. So, pila ang revenue nga i-recognize? So, ang revenue, kung pila na lang itong nabilin, di ba? The contract price is 9,877,500. Nag-recognize na kag 2,673 sa 2014 and 3,102,000 sa 2015. So, ang i-recognize na lang nimo karon is 4,102,500. So, kung ato ni siyang i-total tanang revenue nga na-recognize, that is the contract price of 9,877,500. So, how much is the gross profit? That would be 1,627,500. So, class, we are going to look at the cumulative gross profit, same ra sila, 1,627,500. Ang nakalahi lang, sa percentage of completion, by year ang pag-recognize sa zero profit method, sa last na ang profit. Okay, kay zero profit man. And then lastly, for the contract billings, so we have 1,800,000, and then, about sa last, that is the time, Pila man na ito ang CIP sa last, di ba? 5775 plus 2475 plus profit, di ba? That is 9877,500. And the contract billings is also 9877,500. Kay mangolekta naman ta sa tanan. So, how much is the excess for 2014? That is 870, and 2015 that is 0. Pero supposedly ha, ma-cancel na ni sila. Kaya ako, wala lang na ako nag-zero dira para makita ninyo nga ning equal na siya pagka last year. Okay? So, that is for our long-term construction. Alright? So, dira lang ko taman sa akong video. And then, for the exam, so, exam will be Saturday, 1 p.m. Prepare everything, your calcu, your bond paper for the solution, your internet, and everything. Okay, thank you for listening to this video. If you have questions, then you just ask me through my messenger.